Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of JB's Track Guide. Next Tuesday coming, we're going to be in the WTCC 2017 at Twinring Motegi road course, so that's the full circuit. Should be a very interesting combo. I love this track. The cars always bring really good racing. So I'm doing something different this week. I haven't set a leaderboard time at all, and I'm in the Lada. So out of that, there's 5 cars you can pick from, and if you had the Citroen before, Citroen said no, you can't race that car anymore, you've still got it. I didn't really even look at the leaderboard, but so Glenn's up there in the Lada, and you got Damo in the Volvo, then the Citroen, Volvo, blah blah blah. So it's pretty much just AUSNZ Simracing people that race at the moment. So we'll go back here. So I'm just going to show you how I sort of just go through the motions of getting like a setup. I know that these cars lock brakes, so I'm going to drop that down to 90%, and I'll worry about the brake bias on the fly. I can adjust that on the button box. That's it. So I'll put it down to 90% and we'll see how we go. So, alright, I'm not even going to show you corners where to, like, a slow lap, because I don't even know just yet. I sort of do, but we'll work on it on the fly. Alright, so we'll get into it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, alright, Otterhud. Bloody popped up in front of me. Sorry. There's a big bloody thing right in front, so I'm going to probably second gear for there. Now these things have a massive amount of wheel spin. Tyres are a tiny bit dirty. I think we get to about 80 metres. Down a second, work the throttle, work the throttle, work the throttle. This thing has massive torque, understeer. Up through the box, around 100 metres. Brakes feel pretty good. I'm not standing on them as much as that's out wide, that's too wide. So you gotta, track limits, please, John. So you got to be on and off the throttle on this thing to get the front to pull back around. 100 metres. As soon as you try and launch it full throttle out of a corner, it will try and throw you off that side of the track. That's just the nature of these cars. 60 metres. And you can cut that corner a lot more actually, but I'm just getting familiar again with the car track combo. About the 50 metres of this corner. Down a second. Wow, that's got so much torque. Torque understeer, it's not funny. About 60 metres again. Stick it in a second, come out of there. Just try and be progressive on the throttle. If you hammer it, coming out, you're going to be slow. I think it was about 110-ish. I think. Yep. So gear, that's it. Sometimes helps to be in a higher gear. Now this is a tricky bit. You can actually cut that last corner again. Alright, so that wasn't a valid lap. It doesn't feel too bad a car, this Lada. Try not to drift out wide, that's where I got that cut track last lap. So you can nearly hold third in that corner. Low revs in third. Oh, missed the brakes, missed the brake point completely. Alright.
Okay, Okay, John, that's another cut. Track limits.
So this is just how I find the limits. Sometimes I even manage to go over them in my videos, but when I've done a little bit of practice. So my shift light, I don't know if you can see it, is going red. That's when I need to... Oh, once again, I've lost it. I think it's locking the brakes, so probably just adjust the brake pressure down a bit. So yeah, it's a tricky sort of an animal getting used to, but even that first corner might be third as well, but feels like the brakes want to lock on you all the time as well. Let's put the brake bias down to 56.
Take it easy.
So it's more brakes on the back. Hopefully it probably won't lock the fronts as much. So probably just where that set of lights is on that house back there, or on the fence I should say, is where you want to be braking for that corner. Seems to have fixed it a little bit. I don't think I'm standing on the brakes at 100% though. So we're getting a flow around now. There's a whole better section just then. Let's see where we wash out.
154.74. That's your quickest lap in this session.
So I've got a bit to go to catch the leaders. Four tenths up at this stage. So I've got the sort of got the hang of it, I hope. Seven tenths up. Nearly a second up. I braked exactly where I should have. Oh, lost it there. To re-rack him again.
You've just done a 154.33. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
A little bit to go. I probably nearly would have had first, to be honest. Oh, that's out there too. Oh no, didn't get a cut track. I'm a couple of tenths down.
Sector 1 is 0.27, slower than your best.
So you're looking at my brake and accelerator traces and working out where I'm on the brakes and where I'm off it, and how I modulate the throttle through corners. So half a second down. I'll probably make it back up in this corner, but I'm not going to be, I should be like half a second up, to be honest.
That was 154.33. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
It's going to be slow coming out of here. I was too shallow through that first corner.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Still slow again.
You're 2/10 off your best in sector 2.
So yeah, we're trying hard here. I'll pull out a quick lap, I promise. Oh, not doing that, I won't. Just sort of held the brake there a bit too much. The back's locked and started going left on me.
That time was 155.29. You're now 1.0 seconds off your best.
I was up a bloody lot there. Lost 2/10 through that corner. Back there.
Sector 2 is a 10th off your best.
Hope this puts me in first. if I don't bugger this bit up. Nearly 7/10 of a second up.
You've just done a 153.62. Sector 3 times okay.
2/10 off Glenn now, so there is time in this car. So there we go. I'll just try and a couple more laps and I'll try and nail first. Get off there. It's going to be touch and go. Oh. 200s.
That was a 153.42. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Wow.
Sector 1 is a 10th off your pace.
There's a couple of places I just lost a tiny bit of time in that last lap.
Sector 2 time is okay.
There we go. We've got it. Alright, so now I'll show you brake points. So about 70 metres here, you want to be down to third or second gear. It's your preference. Depends how much you want to control wheel spin out of this corner. We go up here, there's a setter, or like right at the 100 metre mark. On there is where you want to be down to third gear. Just balance the throttle nice so you're not breaking into wheel spin. Turn it in as you hit the middle of the apex, you want to be flat coming out of there. Down here 105-ish, 110 metres. Down to second gear. Tip it in as you're coming out, same thing, back on the throttle, nice and progressive though. It's flat through here. try and get the ripple strip on the way in. Over here you've got that little building there with the lights. That's where you want to be braking down to third gear. Tip it in through there, then change of direction, tap on the brakes and punch it out of here. 50 metre mark, down to second. Like braking and down to second gear. Turn it, try not to get on the power too early coming out of that corner, but not too late either. You got to balance it just right. 70 metre mark. Second gear, grab the apex. As you're coming out, that's when you want to be on the throttle. Same again, nice and progressive. Now down here you got the 150 board, and there's a line on the road right there, the 150. That's where you want to be on the skids, and you want to be down to second gear. You can run a little bit of this ripple strip. When you get second gear, try and cut that corner a tiny bit, and then you want to be out here, up through the box. You can go up the fourth. When the car's straight, give it a courtesy dab of the brakes, turn it in this way, and then back to second gear, grabbing a little bit of that green patch on the inside, second gear, and then nail it coming out, up through the box. And you should be number one, numero uno. So there you go. So when I started, I was a couple of seconds off the pace, and I've brought it up. Like my first time lap, once I got that on the board, I was a couple of seconds off. Just about 1.5. Just worked it up there. Number one time by 2/10. I know that it's not full yet, and there's a lot of other fellas now that will have a big go. And but yeah, number one for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. So yes, hope you enjoyed this this video, and I'll see you all next time. Next time I'll do a proper one, but I just wanted to show you how I just sort of prepare. There wasn't too bad that as soon as I put the brake pressure on 90%, and then just fiddled around with the bias, put a little bit more to the rear, it was pretty stable. I might do one that's a bit harder later in a later video, a combo, but yeah, you'll see how that comes about. Alright, take care everyone, see you all for the next one. Bye.